Should you be using a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA? What about 401ks, the traditional flavor or the Roth flavor? Do you know the difference? Most people don't. You will after this. Hey, it's Derek Hagan, Certified Financial Planner, Chartered Financial Analyst. I'm a personal finance expert that started Money Health to give you the tools that you need to increase your financial health and get a stronger relationship with money. Thanks for being with me for another Money Health conversation. So let's talk about all these different kinds of retirement accounts. The big thing that I want you to know is that all those different kinds of accounts, IRAs, 401ks, 403bs, and on and on and on they go, those are basically the same. There are some nuanced differences, but the big difference is there's a traditional flavor and a Roth flavor. There's two different flavors to each of those retirement accounts. And we're going to talk about those a little bit right now with my friends, the poker chips. So with a traditional, we'll just use IRA for my example here, our purposes together. When you get your paycheck, you get the paycheck, and you get a tax break. So you don't have to pay any tax on this money. So you get to put all of that money to work. And as you go through time, this grows. You're scooting along time, and this grows, and this grows, and this grows, and it gets bigger, and it gets bigger. Pretty soon, you get to here, and you got a good-sized chunk of money, a good-sized IRA. But now you want to start taking that money. And once you start taking that money, you got to start paying taxes on it a little bit. And then you take more money, you have to pay a little bit more tax. And you take some more money, and you got to pay a little bit more tax. That's how that works. So you got the tax break up front, but you pay tax later. Now let's talk about the Roth. With a Roth, put these up here. With a Roth, you get your paycheck, but you don't get a tax break right now. You have to pay your taxes, and it goes. Your taxes are right here. Now, you've only got 3 out of 5 chips working for you, and as this continues to grow, you make more money, and you make more money, and your investments grow, and your investments grow until you've got that big pile of money, just like you did with the other one. The ending result is probably going to be a little different because you had a little bit less invested, right? But you still got a big pile of money here at the end. The difference is you never pay tax on this ever again. So that's a trade-off. The government, they got their money back here. They could care less what happens now. I got your money. So that's a big deal. Now, remember, when this is a regular, traditional account, and they take money every time you withdraw, you got to pay a little tax. Well, what if you need to take a big chunk of money? Then you got to pay a big amount of tax. And there's another big downside here, is that since they gave you the break, they never took their income tax from you. And they never charged you income tax on any of the growth. Now, when it comes time for payday and you're saying, I don't need this money, I've got a pension, I've got taxable money, I've got a Roth somewhere, I can leave my traditional alone, the government says, not so fast. Not so fast because we're going to force you to start taking withdrawals now. That age is 70 and a half. I don't know where the half comes from, but that means even if you're not using this money, you got to start shaving some off the top, giving some into the government. Taking some money, giving some to the government, even if you don't need that money. Because now you got to take that money, you have to put it into a taxable account, and they're going to get taxes on it going forward. They're going to get taxes on those withdrawals. So the big thing, or another big takeaway rather, is that all else equal, those are going to be the exact same thing. Meaning, if tax rates never change and your tax bracket never changes, those two situations are going to be the exact same. Now there are some nuances. Technically, you've got a bigger limit with the Roth because you are not getting a tax break, which means that to get to this after-tax number, you had to make, say, $7,000 to get the $5,500 limit. Now with an IRA, you can only put in the $5,500. There are, excuse me, there are some other nuances as well. With a Roth IRA, to get some of these benefits, to get no penalties and no taxes on your earnings, you have to have this thing open for 5 years. So you're going to want to start that account as soon as possible, get that clock running. Here's another cool thing about that Roth IRA. That money that you put in, this blue money here, you have to pay taxes on it, right? And then as you go through time, you get money. you get interest, you get dividends, you get capital gains, and that money grows. So now if you can see right here at the top, you've got 3 blue chips. That represents your deposits. That's what you put in, and the white is all your growth. With the IRA, if you need, with the Roth IRA rather, if you need this money before your retirement age, 59 and a half, there's another half. Don't ask me. You have access to the money that you put in without paying any taxes. You already paid the taxes. And with no penalty. Again, after it's open for 5 years. Once you get to the earnings, though, now you're going to suffer from taxes. You're going to suffer from penalties. But you can get access to that money that you put in. That's yours. So there is no one size fits all. You have to consider, am I in a low tax bracket now and expect to be in a high one later? Or vice versa? Or do I think income rates in general are going to go up or go down? Bottom line, you're going to want to pay taxes when it's cheap to pay the taxes. Thanks again for being with me. If you like what you've seen, please click like and consider subscribing. If you know somebody who is wondering which retirement accounts to use, please feel free to share this with them. You can learn more at moneyhealth.blog. There you can join the Money Health community and get access to the Money Health Toolkit. If you're feeling stuck and think that advice tailored to your specific situation could be helpful, I can help you through Hagen Financial. You can learn more about Hagen Financial at hagenfinance.com. This has been another Money Health Conversation. Thanks again for being with me, and I'll see you next time.